You are live. There we go. We're live. We're live. Hey, everybody. It is day two of this challenge. What challenge is this? It's day two of the 5 day Single Moms Prayer Challenge. So we're on day two. If you missed day one, you can watch the replays and catch up. The sessions are only 30 minutes, so that shouldn't be too hard. I'm gonna pull this down. I don't know why I do this every time. I guess I just haven't figured out where this lands at. But the sessions are only 30 minutes, so it's not hard to catch up. If you know somebody that's busy during the week and maybe they just got weekends or whatever, this 5 day challenge runs for 5 days. It's Monday through Friday, but I always leave the challenge replays up until the following Tuesday. And that's usually when I do the following Tuesday. That's when I do the giveaway. And what is the giveaway? Let me cover that now while I'm thinking about it. Because I ran out of time yesterday to do it. And let me check my other device here and make sure you guys are hearing me. Because I ran out of time yesterday to do it. And let me. Hey, Michelle, thank you for watching live. I just made sure that you guys can hear me and that it's not just my mouth moving and you don't hear nothing coming out of my mouth. So I have my other device. I had it like all up on the computer before, but it was in the way. So I'm just going to put it over here. Like I said, I'm back in my office, my home office. And I'm changing it around some, so I haven't got everything exactly where I want it to be to do challenges and everything. So I'm just off in a little corner right now. Put some little things in the background so it's not just a plain background for you guys to see that. But let me share what the giveaway is. So every month, in the Single Moms Club, which is a private Facebook group, we give away. I'm sorry. It's like my throat is like messed up. I don't know why I'm doing that, and I have water. Oh my goodness. Okay. So every month, around the 15th of the month, there is this event that we have. It's either a challenge or an event. I understand that a lot of single moms are like, I don't need any more challenges. I got my own challenges all by myself. I don't need to participate in a challenge too. But this challenge is something that we're doing on purpose. It's something for us to learn something new, and implement it and act on it right away, like that same day. So there's little mini assignments. It's nothing like school and homework and all that stuff, unless it takes you there. But like this prayer challenge, the homework for yesterday was to figure out when your personal time was going to be. Where are you going to put in some personal time? I did neglect to say that you need to write it down. Write it down somewhere, like in your phone. Put it on your calendar. I'm getting up at whatever time in the morning, an extra 5, 10 minutes, 15 minutes early, and this is going to be my personal time for me to just sit, drink some tea, coffee, water, whatever, and just sit. No social media, and just sit and be quiet and check in on you, because yesterday was personal and that was the check in. Make sure that you do self love and check in on yourself. So today we're talking about the second area that we need to focus on, and these focuses are where we need to pray. So I put that prayer in there. We need to pray. If you actually follow me on Instagram, I'm actually putting up some prayer prompts on there for you to finish the prayer, or add to the prayer. And those prompts are on there. So on social media, on Instagram, I am, it's at Single Moms Level Up. That's on Facebook and on Instagram. Mostly on Instagram is where I show up the most. And more the most often in there. And so I've been putting up some prayer prompts as we're doing this challenge. So let me show you. I'm going to share my screen what the giveaway is for this month. So every month I give away a single mom queen kit. So I have come across these products and I really love using these products. I have sensitive skin, so this I want to see if this is sharing. So I have sensitive skin, so this is where has worked for me. And so I want to share it with you guys. I really like a lot of the scents. I don't. I like a lot of the scents. I like the perfumes. I like a lot of stuff, but there are some things in there that I can't use because of my allergies. But it's that's just part of what it is. Hey Nicole, thanks for watching live. Nicole has won one of these single mom queen kits, and she posted in the Single Moms Club what was in her single mom queen kit. She was one of the first people that actually got the box. So the customized box that I made. Before in the beginning, I was putting custom artwork, my own personal artwork on the boxes, but then I actually created a box that was I don't know. I guess it was more not not I don't know. It was just different. It was a lot more, I'm okay. So here's what I want to say. I want to say it's more professional looking. The other box was more artistic and just some encouragement and stuff. But I was recycling and so basically upcycling stuff. The boxes that I had because like I said, I purchased these products. So this is what's in the box for this month. It changes every month. It's not always the same thing. Some of the things that might be consistent is that I've been doing these perfume samples here. You get 5 vials in there. I like it because if I forget my perfume, I have one in the car, I have one in my desk at work, I have one in my purse, and then I have some extra ones for when those other ones run out. So I like that, especially when my kids were young. I used to do this, and so I went back to this because I was like, that was just good. If I forget my perfume, then I could just always use that. And then there's this single mom journal, which I actually have mine. This one's full, so this is mine. This is my journal here. That I did for myself. And yes, this card is taped on there. The reason this is taped on there is so that if you're out or you're have a friend over or whatever, and you might be talking about, hey, this single moms level up challenge is kind of cool. But if you want to invite somebody and you don't remember all the information, you could just take this off and give it to them, So it's an easy thing there. And for people to follow on Instagram and to also join the Single Moms Club. Also, I want to thank the people that are on the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is something new. I've probably only been doing that a few months now, maybe 3 to 4 months now. And so this is also broadcasting on the Single Moms Level Up YouTube channel. But you get one of these journals. I've been putting prompts in there for journaling into purpose or doing some focused journaling, actually, which is journaling into purpose. And then there is the Single Moms Village. That has changed. It was the Single Moms Academy, but that sounded too much like school to me. It's not school. It's more fun than that. It's just single moms hanging out and doing life together and getting together more on a more consistent basis than just once a month. But that's a free membership because that is a membership group, and that I'm giving away a 12-month free membership for that. So that's going to be starting this year after the first quarter. So those are those 3 things. And the first quarter is like January, February, March, the first 3 months. So around April, we'll start that up and go from there. So this right here is, and I usually forget these, but this right here is a little tube that has these little pellets that look like razzles. So I don't know if any of you guys are old enough to remember razzles, but that's what this looks like. It looks like a razzle, but without the color. So I'm putting it in this bowl. Actually, I'm putting it in this bowl, and let me see. I think I'm going to do this when the screen is big so that you can see how big this comes out to be. But it is a disposable washcloth. I like those because I can wipe my face down. My son was in football from the age of 5 all the way through his senior year in high school. And so being out there sitting in the field, sitting in the bleachers and all that stuff, right after work, not really having time to, wipe my face or whatever. And sometimes just sitting out in that hot sun. And my face would get all, shiny and stuff. I wish I had this right here. So if you have any of those outdoor sporting events that you might attend with your kids and stuff, this is an awesome thing. Also, you can help with them wiping their hands and stuff. All you have to do is pour some water on it and it expands. And I'll show you that when I have a full screen so that you can see it better instead of in my little box that I'm in off to the corner. Then there's these cleanse and tone wipes. So these, you can also do these, when you're out and about and on the fly. It's chamomile and coconut water is what these are made out of. So if you need to really like wash your face, maybe you just feel your face feels nasty or just, feels heavy or whatever, you can use that. And it's for all skin types. So that's something that you can use if you need to have something with a little bit more, and you don't have to wash it off. It's a non-rinse um, uh, toning wipe, cleanse and tone wipe. Then there's something for your body, and I try to give you something for your face, something for your body, something for your feet. I try to get those areas because this is part of our self care. And then with the journal and this being the membership for the Single Moms Village, that is your self love. So it's a self love, self care package. Um, so this right here is a whole shower gel stuff, some oil that's in the same scent, and this is the royal almond. So we are royal, we are queens, regardless of the fact of what society may say about single moms. Forget about all that. We are still in the running. We are still qualified to be treated as queens, and we're no less than other moms that have husbands. Still, have husbands, and however you became a single mom, just know that you're still a queen. You still need to treat yourself well, and how we treat ourselves is how people realize how to treat us. And so they pay attention to that. So this is a whole royal almond trio. So it's the body wash, an oil, and then there's lotion. So if you are an oil person or if you're a lotion person, you don't really like one or the other, give the other thing to another single mom that you know. Let this be the gift that keeps on giving. Then there is the foot spa trio. So all of this is for your feet, to help take care of your feet. We're on our feet a lot as single moms, and sometimes they don't get the best care. So this can be something that is a daily thing. It could be when you just have some time to where you take your kids and ask somebody to help you out and say, hey, I just need a couple hours to myself, and do this for yourself. Or maybe the kids are gone for the summer with their dad, and do some of these things for you, and it will make such a difference. And then you can incorporate some of these things into your daily life. So this is what's in there. This is the Single Moms Queen Kit, which is a free giveaway. And how you qualify for this in order to win it is to be in the running to win it, is to comment, share, put thumbs up, anything of that sort. With Facebook has set up so that it will actually keep track of who is being who's a top contributor. So I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing my screen. Yeah, especially now that stuff is popping up. Lovely Dale. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen and I will show you this. I will show you this here. There we go. See, it's better to see it in the big screen. And I didn't realize that until just now. I was like, oh my gosh, it's a little window. You can't even see what I'm doing. So it's a little tablet. That's about that big. Let me turn my hand. That's about that big. So it's about that small. So I'm putting it in this clear bowl so that you can see what happens when this expands out. And all you need is some water. I don't know about you. Ooh, let me put a towel over my laptop just in case some water spills out. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm glad I thought of that before I did it. So anyway, so all you need is a bottle of water. And what I was going to say was, I don't know about you, but I always used to carry a bottle of water. You see that expanding? And I really probably don't even have to put that much water on it, but it expands like that. And then you can just unfold it. And I'm sure you guys I'm just now realizing that you probably didn't even see what I was doing before. You unfold it. It's still unfolding. It's still unfolding. It's still unfolding. And look at that. It's bigger, bigger, bigger than my hand. Let me pull that back. There we go. It's bigger than my hand. It's actually about as big as my face. It's a serious, rinse rag, not rinse rag. Oh my gosh, that the country just came out. And the funny thing is, I was born and raised in California, but now I live in Texas. But it's a whole entire disposable face cloth. So I take this to get this. Oh, there we go. To get that shine off of my face. And not to mention it's some cool water, so it's kind of helping me out with this light that is in my face. But yeah, so it's that simple, and then you can throw it away. You don't have to keep it. You don't have to roll it up. You don't have to have you don't have to have like a little Ziploc bag or a bag or whatever to put it in. Then of course you got your water. You can hydrate. Because you do want to stay hydrated, because as a single moms, we don't always get the nutrients we need all the time because we're doing so much. But definitely you want to stay hydrated. That's funny. Facebook did this to me again and kicked me off. Huh, that's funny. Thank you, Alvina, for watching live. But anyway, so today the focus topic is going to be this. This is the second area that we want to focus on. So the second area that we want to focus on is our spiritual. Are you connected to your spirit? You may think that you're not, but you are. As single moms, we tap into our spirit when we push through, when we're tired. And you know how we push through it and you're like, oh my gosh, you're like, I'm so tired, but I have to do this. And you push through, and then somehow, some way, this energy comes from somewhere, and now you can get done what you need to get done. You got this second wave of energy, and then you get all that stuff done. And of course, as soon as you lay down, you're out. I know that's how it's been for me. And I have come to realize that that's my spirit connection. The spirit, the spirit that lives within us is our connection. It's the one that gives us the strength to do what we do as single moms. Because it's said that the single mom's motto is, we do what we have to do. And that's true. And I think that's our advantage. An advantage for us is that we do have a deep connection with our spirit, because we always are tapping into that for that extra energy to help us to go forward and push it and to push forward and do what we need to do. Get the laundry done, get the dinner made, get the kids clothes washed, put their clothes away. All this stuff that we do after they go to sleep. um this energy comes up when we just step forward and start moving towards it, and then that energy will kick in. I didn't realize that I had that type of energy until I started doing things beyond what I felt that I could do, even though I was tired. One thing for me that really showed me what was inside of me and what I could tap into that was inside of me that would give me energy was when I was remodeling my mom's house. There was this, uh, I call it a trellis, but out here in Texas they call it a pergola. There we go. They call it a pergola, and but I call it a trellis. That's just what I was raised to call it because we have one in the backyard, but it was wood. So anyway, that trellis was so old and was had termites had gotten at it. It was very old. So I went to go to replace it, and the people said, okay, and they gave me a quote and all that stuff, but they said we're not touching that. You're gonna have to the only way that we'll touch that and take that down is you got to take all this plant that has grown all over it off. So the thing is that my mom had this climbing ivy thing that grew all over it, and it would bloom in some places, but it had covered almost the whole entire thing. I was like, I don't know how I'm going to get that down because it's just me. I had, I wasn't with the kid's dad anymore, so it's not like I can call him to ask him to come do it. I wasn't dating. I needed to get this done because I knew also that it was a danger because I've seen it move, and yes, it was bolted to the house, but this one pole area, if that were to go, the whole thing would come down. And my kids and I were sometimes out there, and I wanted us to be able to enjoy the backyard. So in order to get to the backyard, we had to go under this pergola to get to the rest of the backyard. Not that it was that big, but the pergola was only as big as that the small area, patio area, portion of the patio area of the thing. But I had to take all that stuff down. I didn't know how I was going to do it. So I I think I had been watching some DIY stuff and HGTV and whatever else, and I said, okay, so I went out to see if I can just pull the stuff down, but no, it had literally grown over it and had some pretty thick branches and ivies and stuff like that were pretty thick. So I went and got a chainsaw. I've never in my life used a chainsaw, but I went to Home Depot, got a chainsaw, and I actually went at that thing. And I just did a little bit at a time and kept going. I got a dumpster out front. I know my neighbors were like, "What the heck is she doing?" And so they're hearing me back there. I'm going at it. And I have my goggles, my safety goggles on and everything, and long sleeves. But I sat there and took that whole ivy thing down, and it was probably like a 10 foot by 10 foot trellis or pergola, and it had ivy all over it. So I had to cut all that down. But as I'm cutting that down, pieces of the pergola were coming down, and I was just praying during that time. I was like, please don't let this thing fall apart. Don't let it fall on me, because I was under it. I didn't want to climb on top of it because I knew that it wasn't stable, but I was under it and I was pulling it down. And so I was cutting parts of the pergola off, the slats and everything. And that, I don't know where that energy came from. I thought I was going to stop doing it because I was like, I'm tired. I'm super tired. But then I was like, oh God, please help me with this. I was like, I need to finish this because the people were going to be there in a couple of days. And I was like, I have to get this done. I can't do it on the weekend because my kids are home. So I had to do it during the week, while my kids were at school. At the time, I didn't have a job. So I was upgrading my mom's house. to my taste, because she had passed away, and so it was just time for me to upgrade the house to what I wanted. I had prayed about it, and God had told me, go ahead, make the house yours. And so this was part of it. So I ended up cutting that down, and this energy, after I was praying and I'm crying, because I was like, this is so hard. I don't know if I could do this. But as I'm doing it, and I still kept moving and still kept cutting the stuff down, I'm crying, saying, I don't know if I could do this. I need help. I was like, where's the man? Where's my Boaz? Where is this person? That's supposed to be helping me do this. I didn't plan for this to all be me doing this on my own. I expected to have a husband. I'm having a whole conversation with God as I'm still moving and cutting stuff down. But as I was praying about that and having conversation, and we talked about that yesterday, that praying is just having conversation, and it can come out however it comes out. And God does not get offended. So this was me praying and saying, where's the help? Where am I getting this help from? And then the next thing I know, as I'm praying and talking and having this conversation with God, which also I think the kids, I didn't think about it. The neighbors probably heard me too. I'm out there crying, but still, well, you know what? They probably didn't hear me because the chainsaw was so loud. That's why nobody said anything. That's a good thing. The chainsaw was so loud because it wasn't like I was yelling. I was just, just talking normal and saying this stuff, but I was crying and cutting all this down, and it was really hard. And I'm on a ladder and doing all this stuff and just taking it, from the backyard to the front yard to drop it in a dumpster out front. But the next thing I know is it was done. The next thing I know, it was completely done. It was completely cut down. I had done everything, and it all fit in one dumpster because I didn't know what size dumpster to get. I'd never done anything like this before in my life. So I was able to tap into that spiritual side of me where our strength comes from. It's already inside of us, but we just have to tap into it. So I want to know, are you connected, single mom? And if you're wondering, I don't know if I'm connected, you are. You're already connected, because us as single moms, we pull on that on our spirit all the time, and we get a second win, a third win, sometimes a fourth win, because the things that we do, even when we're tired, and then all of a sudden this energy comes up, and all of a sudden this energy comes up and it takes us further than we thought we could go. And the next thing we know, we turn around and it's already completed. We've done everything. We went to bed, we wake up, and everything's the way it should be. We're not waking up and having to start all over and get everything done and waking up to a hot mess in the house. But it's an awesome feeling. So just know this, single mom, you are already connected to your spirit. Tap into it. And the way you tap into it is by praying about whatever it is that you're struggling through. Pray through whatever it is that you're struggling through. And what is prayer but conversation? Ask, talk, speak. Wait, ask, talk, listen. That's what it was. Ask, talk, listen. So do those things, and that listening, that's when we're quiet by ourselves, that we will get the answers that we need. I'm sorry that my phone is going off. I thought when I turned the volume down that even the notifications go down, but apparently it doesn't. But just know that though it's that simple. It's a simple conversation. And if you're angry, God is not offended. If you're angry, if you tell him you're angry, he will help you with that anger. He will help you with your anxiety. If you tell him about it, he'll help you with those feelings of possible depression or anything else. He'll help you with whatever you need help with. Even finances, he'll help you with that too, and help you to show you where you need to make some adjustments. He's done this for me, and I came to realize in praying about my finances so much, saying, I'm tired of being struggling like this. I want to be the CEO in all the areas of my life. I want to do that. I want to be that example for my children. And what does God do but tell me, show me that I wasn't financially literate. And so then I started running into all these people on social media that and that spoke in a way that I understood finances. I know the basics, but I needed to know beyond the basics if I wanted to leave an inheritance for my kids, which I do because my mother did that for me, and because she did that for me, my kids and I have our own home. We have our own home to live in. My kids have always lived in a home. We've never lived in an apartment. And it's because of my mom. My mom left me an inheritance. It was intended for me and my sister, but my sister passed away before my mom did in 2007. And then 2009, my mom passed away, and she left an inheritance for me that is being shared with her grandchildren, and actually even her great grandchildren. One of them's here already. So a great grandchild, and we're reaping the benefits of my mother leaving an inheritance. And I want to do the same for my children as well. So tap into your spirit. Think back. This is your homework for tonight. I'm sorry, I am going a little over tonight. This is your homework tonight. Write down the times that you can remember when you were tired, but you did what you needed to do, and somehow, some way, you ended up finishing or completing whatever project that you wanted to get done. Write down those times, and I bet you're going to find that there's a whole list of times that you did that. So know that if you did it then, you could do it. You could do it again, and keep doing it, and keep doing it, and keep doing it, and do that for yourself as well. Don't only just do that for others, but do it for yourself as well. Take care of yourself. Do some self-care, do a self-care check, do a spiritual check. Hey, I know that I can tap into my spirit because I need to get this done for me. And for me, this is one of the things that that I've had to start doing. I need to work. I've been working out, and I know I need to start working out to be in a better shape and better health, so that I can be here for my grandson, be here for my children and the other grandchildren that are coming. I want to be here and live a long life and be able to do activities and things with them, and travel with them and do all these things. And I want to be here for that and be in good health and be a good example to them, to do that, to be the same way, to be in good health and to take care of themselves. I lost myself in my kids. I lost myself in my kids, and I understand why I did that. It was my way of coping with my sister passing away and my mom passing away in such close proximity to each other, 2007, 2009. And then the fact that I had walked away from a 7-year relationship with the kid's dad. It just wasn't working. It was toxic for both of us. We both just we weren't meant to be with each other. Neither one of us are bad people. But we just we weren't meant to be together. It's a crazy thing because it was an intense relationship, but it wasn't meant to be. Here's how I describe it: is if you've ever seen Hancock with Will Smith, that was our relationship. So we can't be together because we destroy some things when we're together, and it's just not good. And it wasn't good for the kids. And so it had became very toxic, and I just had to walk away. So um, anyway, I say that to end this with write down what your spiritual connection is. How Write down the times that you were tired and that you kept going, and some that second wind came in that helped you to keep going and get done whatever it is that you needed to get done. And then you look back and you're like, oh my gosh, I did that. I did it. Okay. And it's an amazing feeling when you look back and you're like, oh my gosh, I did that. I was so tired and I didn't think I was going to make it, but it's done. So here's the thing, and I'm going to get off after this. The people that came out to do the trellis, they were putting up a vinyl trellis because I chose to go with vinyl because it lasts longer. I don't have to worry about repainting it. It's not going to get dry rot. Um, all of that, it was just a very good investment. So I had that done. The people came out and they said, "Oh my gosh, how did who did you have take this down?" They thought I hired somebody. I didn't hire anybody. I didn't have money to hire anybody. I had to go and just do it myself. So I told them, I said, I took it down. They said, "What?" They're like, "How did you take this down?" I said, "With the chainsaw." And they said, "What? You were with the chainsaw?" Now, see, a lot of people I know, they look at me and they're like, "Wow, she's really bougie." And if you don't know what bougie is, that's, somebody that will pay somebody to do stuff for them, that doesn't get their hands dirty. My hands are kind of rough because I was a tomboy when I was little. But now I do like getting dressed up. I do like wearing nice things. But if I have to do something, I'm gonna do it. you know, I don't have a problem doing it. I don't have a problem getting, a tree axe out and start hacking at something, or getting a chainsaw, or anything of that. I don't have a problem with that. And I don't have a problem with mowing the grass. I don't have a problem with edging the grass. I don't have a problem with doing some work. Um, but tap into see, I want you to realize and write down how many times you've tapped into your spirit. So you are connected. You're already connected. Just keep tapping into that spirit. Tap into your spirit when it's for you too. Don't leave yourself out, but tap into your spirit. Your spirit will help you to go further than you even thought you can go. So that is the second focus area that we want to pray about, is our connection to our spirit, to increase that so that we can tap into that power to take care of ourselves, to take care of others, and to keep moving forward. So that is the end of this session, and replays are in, putting them in the guides. So if you want to go where they're neatly laid out for you, you can go to the guides, so you don't have to go through the discussion area and find out which was which. It's all neatly laid out there for you. You can do that, and you can even click a done button so you know that you've already looked at that. And the sessions are roughly 30 minutes. I'll say 30 to 35, well, 36 minutes, but roughly 30 minutes, sometimes a little bit over. But now you know what the giveaway is. So with the like buttons, put the shares and everything. Know that there are a couple of rules with the giveaway. You have to have not have won within the last 90 days. And you have to be a member of the Single Moms Club. So if you're watching on the Single Moms Level Up YouTube channel and you want to be have an opportunity to win and to be entered into the Single Moms giveaway, the Single Mom Queen Kit giveaway, just come join the Single Moms Club on the private and Facebook. It's a private Facebook group, but you can find it. Actually, what I'll do is I'll put the link in the YouTube channel for you, so that you can just go through the link and get to the Single Moms Club. And there's 3 questions on there that is going to be asked of you. Those questions are being asked so that we at the Single Moms Club can provide content and provide these challenges that have something to do with what you got, how you guys answer those questions. And also so that we can reach you when we have events, going on. Because we're going to be doing a whole lot more events throughout this year. Of course, we do the monthly one, but there's going to be a large virtual event. We're going to have a conference at Single Moms. We're going to have a conference this year. And I want to be able to reach out and give you guys all the details without having to take up the time during the challenges, because I don't want to try not to go over to the 30 minutes, and I've done it already. So I'm going to be quiet and let you go. Hashtag Single Moms Level Up. This is Bess Parks, the founder of the Single Moms Club private Facebook group, and hashtag Single Moms Level Up. See you guys tomorrow, 8 p.m. same time, same bat channel. Bye. Have a great evening, great morning, great day.